So I know that this is a big call, but there is one thing that I always stand by when it comes to building a thriving online business, and that is you need to niche down. Now, when you might be thinking niche down, what does that mean? And at the end of the day, I do want to say that if you're just starting, niche down too specific, because when you niche down completely too narrow in the beginning, you really want to focus on growth. So that could be a little bit more broad when it comes to your niche. But it's not broad in the sense where your content's all over the place. Broad in the sense where you're going to share your personality, you're going to share your lifestyle, you're going to share what represents you in the direction you want to go. So let's just say, for example, you're in the wellness space or a wellness entrepreneur or a wellness coach or anything like that, and you're just starting out in the space, you want to start getting clients, you might want to start an online program and business, and you're starting from zero. The kind of content you're going to talk about obviously is going to be nutrition type content, workout based content, you sharing maybe what your morning routine looks like when it comes to what's your favorite breakfast is, what's your favorite lunch is, why do you eat this way, how has it helped transform your life, how does it transform another client's life, how to fit in exercise anytime in their day. Maybe it's you just telling them, hey, if you sit at a desk every hour on the hour, stand up and do 10 squats. Very simple things that could be a little bit broad before you're like, you know exactly who you're speaking to. For example, maybe you only want to work with high value women who are entrepreneurs. Eventually your content will shift that way, but in the beginning it's broad-based, tip-based content that is easily digestible but can give your client an end result. And so if you're unsure of when it comes to like niching down, I actually have a free resource that you can access. Go ahead and comment or DM me the word niche and I'll send that to you. Also having a training this Thursday, every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, breaking down my full free training on how you can turn your passion into profit. Whether that's a passion that you're starting from scratch or whether that's a passion that you're currently doing that kind of might have hit a standstill, a roadblock, your messaging is not converting, your content's not converting, or you just don't even know what kind of content to post and you don't have any kind of system in place to streamline your content to capture your audience and your leads to them actually buying from you. If that's you, then the perfect resource would be my free training this Thursday. But again, welcome in. This is part 2 of a 30-day series. I'll be going live every Monday through Friday. We'll be going live breaking down the fundamentals of building a thriving online business this year if you're starting from zero, okay? Or even if you're not, maybe there's things that you're missing in your business. Yesterday, we broke down why now is the best time to hop into the digital economy, which is going to be predicted as $7.41 trillion industry by 2026, which is insane. And so once you understand, okay, I'm tapping into this, what's the next step? Which is niching down. And so I'm sure you've heard the riches are in the niches or niches, however you want to call it, but you want to think about what's a specific problem, because at the end of the day, you as a coach, a creator, someone who's going to create a course, essentially you're going to be helping solve a problem and a frustration that your ideal client is experiencing. For me, I know that my ideal client is currently experiencing frustration or overwhelm when it comes to their content creation, their content strategy. They think that they're creating content that the messaging is speaking to their ideal client, but it's actually hitting deaf ears. And you're also possibly having imposter syndrome, like, are you even qualified to do what you do? If you're live right now, drop a 1 in the chat if you are a coach or a creator or in the service provider space, and drop a 2 in the chat if you're just getting started, and that is okay if you are. Thank you for being here again. Live every day, Monday through Friday at 12 Central, which is 1 p.m. Eastern. Started a little bit late today because I just had finished a coaching call. But I also want to say this is a mistake I made in the beginning where I was talking to everyone. When I was a wellness entrepreneur, I was like, I want to help everyone lose weight. I want to help everyone become their best self. And no, you can't really speak and help serve everyone. And so eventually I started speaking more so to women in the wellness space. I mean, when I say wellness, like nurses, doctors, people who are in the hospital all day. They are not sure what to eat. They're, long hours. They don't know how to make time for themselves. I started talking to that specific woman and avatar, and that shifted everything. Because when you're speaking to everyone, you're really not speaking to anyone. And what was the result? Now people were actually reaching out to me in the DM, like, how can I sign up? How can I work with you? And that avatar also had more of the means to invest in my high ticket coaching program, which was $3,800 for working with me 3 months, having a customized meal plan, customized workout plan based off of where they are. And we also met on calls every single week. And when it comes to building out your offer, that's something we're going to talk about later. But the more specific you can get with who you're speaking to, the more your content's actually also going to resonate with them. And that also means that your business can now grow way more exponentially when you do that. But again, in the beginning, you might want to start very broad. Broad in the sense, like, I remember when I first started this account from scratch, and I've seen some of my peers do this too, is I was sharing lots of Instagram hacks. Even though that's not necessarily related to my offer, Instagram hacks are very broad, meaning they're easily savable, they're easily shareable. People are going to watch till the end because the result's not till the end of the video. And when it comes to creating content here on social media, the longer someone consumes your content, the algorithm will naturally like, oh, people like this. So I've actually, transparency, been testing out different types of content that I wasn't really posting before on my page. And I'm learning from my audience that short form B-roll type content where something just pops on the screen doesn't perform as well as my long form talking to camera content. My long form talking to camera content is performing better. Why? Because people have to watch more of the video to get to the end result. 2, I'm giving a call to action, so new leads are coming in. 3, I'm very specific, and now my page is growing, new leads are coming in, and there is a shift. More people like to see more content versus longer based content versus just like quick like hacks and clickbait is what I would call it. Venture said, what if it's a service like woodworking and the designs are a set price, no upsells involved yet? So when you say service, is this a service that you have to do for a person, meaning someone hires you to do the woodworking, or is someone going to come to you to learn how to do the woodwork? So is this a DIY type of service, or is this a DFY, meaning done do it yourself or done for you? Let me know in the chat if this is more of a done for you or do it yourself, and that will help me to better direct the answer. But if you're doing a service-based business where someone actually needs to hire you, I would say it's harder to reach a larger online demographic because someone will have to connect with you in your local community. Meaning, let's just say you live, no, I build furniture, done for you. Okay, so if you build furniture and it's done for you, do people hire you and then you ship it to them, or would it be local? Let's just say you live in Tennessee, and so that means only people in Tennessee can purchase your furniture. In that sense, I'll make sure to take a look at your page. Let me take a screenshot. So if you're building furniture for people, I would be very specific in regards to the local demographic of who you're speaking to, and then who specifically are you making furniture for? What type of furniture is it? Is it modern-based furniture? Is it a certain kind of style of furniture? Is there a certain type of demographic of client that purchases this furniture? I would take people through behind the scenes of you going to Home Depot or Lowe's, and this is why you're picking out this wood. I would take them on like a journey with you from beginning to end of you building that furniture. So now they're seeing your process, they're seeing the craftsmanship, they're seeing how it's done, and then maybe they also can connect in regards to, oh, wow, you ship in all 50 states. Okay, definitely need to look into that. But I would share with the audience your process. And I would also have to have like visually see, and actually I have my computer up. Let me go ahead and type in so I can actually do a live on the call. Red Velvet Furniture Consulting. Okay, so right now I'm looking at your page, and for those of you who can't see this, let me show. This is a live, like a little audit real quick I'm doing. You can see Venture Velvet. So right now, if I would not know you do furniture at all, none of this content is related to furniture. It's like a lot of memes. It's funny. But if you do furniture, we need to see furniture on your page, okay? I would not have known you do furniture. And then that link, let's see. Okay, now I see this. Oh, beautiful. Okay, this makes more sense. Okay, so I see it here. Okay, excellent. Okay. It's a specific type of furniture, custom furniture making, design, art, decor. Okay, beautiful. This page seems to be doing well, so I'll come back to this, but I would like to understand what is the roadblock that you're experiencing when it comes to the growth of your page here. And because it seems like you have a good audience, it seems like you're getting decent engagement on certain posts. I would say maybe have some more talking to camera content. If you yourself are the craftsman person to create the furniture, I would have more storytelling about what inspired you to start creating this woodmanship, how you do it, what is your style, and then call to actions on who would love this piece, or maybe having some kind of specials, like this is a signature one-time piece, anything like that. I know you also mentioned that you have set prices. But going back to niche down, I hope that was helpful. If it was helpful, give me like an emoji if you're still here, or a heart in the chat to let me know if that made sense for you. But when you do start narrowing down, that's the faster that you're going to be able to grow. And so, and able to do that, you first need to define your passion and your skill set. And when I say passion, it's going to be something that comes easily to you, that's not possibly easy for others. Something that you can just do by the click of your finger that someone else might find really challenging. Something that people are always asking you questions like, oh my gosh, can I pick your brain? If anyone's ever said, hey, can I pick your brain? That's a sign that you have a skill set that they desire to know more about. And at the end of the day, if someone wants to pick your brain, that's a sign you should be charging for your services, okay? Or create some kind of free resource. And then it's a skill set. And I always like to say this, I said this in a previous video, you want to think about yourself 3 to 5 years ago. What's something that you wish you had learned or you know now that you can now easily teach your former self 3 to 5 years ago? Next, what are their pain points? What are their frustrations? When it comes to, I'm going to use Venture Velvet, for example. When it comes to furniture, when I'm thinking about furniture, you want to think about, okay, how's it going to make you feel in the house? Like usually people are looking for a specific aesthetic in the house. Is it warm and cozy? Is it modern? Is it classy? Why do they feel like that? And depending on the style of furniture, that would determine the style of client. Maybe it's more of a high-end client, so it means that it's more of a premium price product, okay? And then once you do that, now you want to validate, is there a demand for this specific offer? Do people actually desire to purchase or opt in to your services, whether that's if that's a course, if that's a program, if that's consulting? Is it something that people are actively searching for? And I would say there's nothing new under the sun, meaning most people, like there are tons of other marketing consultants out there, business consultants out there, content creators out there that everyone can choose from. And so, but what makes your style of coaching unique? What makes your content unique? What makes your method unique? And so oftentimes, if you're wanting to validate demand, go to and scroll through Instagram, type in key terms like SEO, like things that your ideal client might research, like content creation, content tips, social media marketing, sales strategies. These are things that I would research to understand like what's already in the market, who already has a course, who already has a program, what are some of their clients asking and saying in the comments. You really want to make sure that you're taking the time to do thorough market research before you're like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. And also just know that it's okay if it changes. But what happens now, you're validating this is something that your audience actually desires, actually is paying for, willing to pay for. Now it makes sense to go ahead and dive in. And this is what I'm going to do. This is who I'm going to help. If you're just starting out, if you're already doing it, you might want to also just make sure that your messaging is on point. So observing your peers' messaging. I like to do funnel hacking. What does that mean? I will observe other peers' funnels, messaging, language, layout, and make adjustments according to what I see is working in the industry. I'm not copying, I'm modeling. And then I actually recently did that where I hired a copywriter and he made me a whole landing page. And every time I looked at it, it didn't sit well with me. I felt a little sick. I already paid him. It was already done. And I spent like $1,500 for this landing page and it was not converting. There was way too much copy, way too much graphics. And I was like, I don't like this. In his mind, he thought it was great. What did I do? I went back to the basics. I simplified it. I restructured it, modeling based off what I saw. And immediately that one was converting. So that just goes to show you, going back to market research and validating demand, validating desire, and validating what is already proven to work, and then modeling that. So I highly recommend market research, especially when it comes to your niche. And then lastly, you want to craft some kind of I help statement. And really the I help statement is, and you don't have to have an I help in your bio. I used to have that, but it's like I help specific avatar get to specific result by or without frustration or pain point. So for me, I'm helping clients create more content to cash flow, hitting 10K consistent months without a huge following, with streamlined systems and automation. So that way you are not doing all of the work manually. I can't tell you how many times I've worked with clients and they have this notion, or they have this fear that systems and automation is going to take so much work. But really, yes, it takes work in the beginning, but after that, once it's done, it's done. Now your system, your automation, your workflows, everything is working seamlessly for you in the background. This is some of the things I will be breaking down live in the room on Thursday, every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern, where I'm sharing with you how to take your passion and turn it into a profitable online business in 2025. Now, again, has never been another better time to do it, with an industry of $7.41 trillion to get your hands on, to serve your people, to live your dream life, passion, whatever it is that you want to do. Now has never been a better time. So if that's something that you know you would love to be a part of, go ahead and comment or DM me the word passion. Hey girl, hey Liana. Look, my girl Liana, who's on here, she's amazing. She actually, let me just give her a shout out. She is a Louis Vuitton purse. I don't reconstruct her. Like, she makes these beautiful purses, very creative. She also just launched her in-person salon studio, content studio in Suwanee, Georgia, and she's killing it. Amazing entrepreneur. Make sure to go check her out. Beautiful makeup too. I wish I should have got some makeup tutorials from you when I lived in Atlanta. But again, any kind of skill set you have, you can teach someone else. Like Liana could easily teach other women how to redesign bags and purses and build a multi-six-figure business. She could easily, if she wanted, she could create makeup tutorials of how to build, basically do your face all up and make it beautiful in maybe less time or on the go. Another thing, how did she start her own content creator studio? Or maybe a photography class, anything that is online that you can think of, a skill set that you naturally have, you can convert that into a digital product, meaning an online course, a coaching program, or even if it's just an ebook that's low ticket, anywhere from $17 to $27, people can purchase and go learn and do it themselves. So how you want to design it, that's completely up to you, but I highly recommend now is the best time. You're welcome. And so again, if you're completely new and you don't have any idea what your passion is, DM me the word niche. I'll send you a guide of 300 plus profitable online business ideas for you to do, with a breakdown of specific questions to ask yourself to know, like, is this something that I'm actually passionate about? Is this something I'm actually skilled at? Is this something that I actually desire? Okay. So I hope you found this valuable. I wanted to keep this doesn't tell you the time, but I wanted to keep these videos about 15 to 20 minutes long. Tomorrow, I'll be breaking down, I should have had that outlined already, but tomorrow we'll be breaking down step 2 in regards to what's going to be your offer, specifically a free offer that you can create once you understand like who your niche is, what is the market industry you're going to go into. Next, you're going to want to create some type of free resource to exchange with your audience. That can be a PDF, that can be a checklist, that can be a mini course, that can be a video, that can be a masterclass, which I have on Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Comment the word passion if you'd love to be a part of that. But we're going to talk more about creating your free offer tomorrow. So make sure to tune in for that, live every day, Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern. Hope you found value here, and I shall see you guys in the next live training. Have a blessed day, y'all.